Hello, welcome to virtualstandup.com. I'm here in the Swiss Alps to talk to you about my new show, Me and the Machines. It's going to be a live teleconference video link stand-up show done in 2 separate locations, and I'll be talking to the audience on a screen, interacting with all sorts of crazy media. It's going to be brilliant, and I hope these rehearsal videos will explain to you a little bit of the process of me working on that. Enjoy the view. Hi there. So I'm here at Canterbury. This is the Kent School of Arts behind me, and it's my first major tech rehearsal today. So what I thought I'd do is take you on a little tour of what we've been doing today. If I can get through these doors without walking into them. Hi. So basically, this is the Kent School of Arts. Getting some strange looks from people, but that's fine. It's going to be online. Building shuts at 5. I'm on my way out. Is that okay? I didn't. Sorry, no one told me that. Okay. Through here is the studios 1 and 2, and in here is where we'll be setting up for the show. Right. We've got the projector up there. We're not using that. Very expensive, but we're not using that one. This will be the place where I'm projected on screen and where the show will actually happen. So, the seats will be in this area here, and they'll be looking at the screen. Okay, now, there's not going to be a mic stand or anything. That's because I'm not going to be standing on the stage. I'm going to be in the screen, projected from another room, and what I'll be able to see of the audience will be filmed and put on a similar screen in the next room. Okay, so I'm going to go and show you that. Right, just need to come through here. Aha, okay. So, up here is our camera on a stick. Now the camera on a stick, that looks over the top of that, okay? And that's going to be my eye view of the audience. And what we're doing is we're rear projecting to avoid any sort of glare from the projectors in the camera lens that side. So our projector's down there, nice and happy, going to project onto that rear projection screen. Okay, so just go through these fire doors. Just a little bit dark. Okay. Oh, there you go. Right. Okay. So this is Studio 2. It's the smaller studio. This is where I will be during the performance. Now, as you can see, we've got a similar setup. I wasn't actually intending to do an exactly similar setup to begin with, but after we set up originally with the TV over there, just so I was going to see the audience on that, but what we found is that my eyesight won't match up with that on the people on the other side because my head won't move enough, won't turn enough. I won't have to physically look as far to see people in the audience. So I'll be on the stage here, and this is what I'll be able to see, essentially. There'll be a camera facing me straight away. It doesn't matter if this thing's blocking my view in this room. What we're going to use for that is actually an iMac. Now, that might seem a bit odd, but we used a sort of proper camera on a tripod. But the problem with that was that QLab at the moment, which is the queuing software we're using to put other media on screen with me, has an issue with accepting sources from FireWire, and it's putting it down to a low resolution, which is no good. Switching over to the iMac webcam, on the other hand, produces very high quality video. So make of that what you will. And we're actually going to use that. So we're going to set the computer there, it's going to look at me. The person who's be doing the cues will be off to the side. He'll have another view of that computer screen. And I will be able to see my video, which will be projected in the other room, with all of the effects on it, so I'll know what the audience can see. And of course the audience will be on that screen. This is the first day of rehearsing. We're doing 2 this week, and the objective is essentially to get the show up to a running standard, technically. So that means we have to have the audio and the video all synced up. So we've got the 2 feeds working in tandem, and ideally what we want is the line of sight. As you can see now, I'm looking at the screen, but we want line of sight, so I need to be able to meet audience members in the eye or as close as. Tomorrow we're going to get in with an assistant to run the cues, and we're going to see what the media looks like on the screen. So I hope that's been informative, and I hope you'll enjoy these rehearsal videos. So yeah, thanks. Hi there, and welcome to day 2 of the tech rehearsal for my show, which is going to be called Me and the Machines, by the way. I'm here in Studio 2, and as you can see, we've made a few adjustments to what we had yesterday. The main one being that we're no longer projecting from the front in this room. We've actually switched the screens around from the 2 rooms. This one is now being back projected. That's because in the other room we needed more room for the audience. There just wasn't going to be enough room, and we're now filling the screen from a front projector which is hung from the ceiling, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, here we've got the camera, the iMac that's running everything, and QLab. So as you can see, it's set up with a view of the stage at the moment, which is over here with my my own stand-in, which is my blazer, which is probably funnier than I am, to be honest. Over here, this is where the cueing is going to be done from, and all the sound mixing. Hopefully we'll have a setup here so that screen will display that one, and Micah, who's helping me with the cues, will be running it from this desk. Okay, what you can see is that we've got the setup now with the other camera there. So the other camera is on top of the screen looking down. This is what I see from the stage. I have this big screen here, so I get a nice big view of the audience as if I was in the other room. And then the middle screen obviously shows me what my image is going to look like with all the video and media on it. Now, there's a few issues with lining up eye lines with these cameras. Basically, it can't be done with the technology that we've got. In fact, it probably can't be done with even much better technology. The fact is that, you know, the only way to actually look as if you're looking at someone is to look directly into the camera. So even if I look down there at that bottom chair, what they'll see in the other room is not me looking at them. They'll see me looking, you know, slightly off to the left. If I actually want to make eye contact with anyone in my audience, I am going to have to just look into the camera and point at them. But hopefully, when I'm not making any specific eye contact, what this will do is give it a general sense of me being able to talk to the room, and in the other room, they should get a sense of where I'm generally looking and where I'm generally pointing, which is a lot better than not having it at all. Okay, so let me take you through where they're just dismantling the sound stuff at the moment. Okay. Hi, Scott, he's helping me out, and brains of the outfit really with regards to all the technical stuff. Here you can see the screen that's going to be the main performance screen, and you can see my stand-in doing a sterling job there. stand-in wasn't a pun, by the way, but if you want it to be a pun, it can be a pun. Okay, there has to be quite a lot of space between the front of the stage and the audience. That's just so the camera can see down. And what we'll do is that there'll be some light on these chairs here so that I can get a sense of who's sitting there and see their faces in the front room. And hopefully there won't be too much splashover light on the screen, so you'll get quite a clear picture. At the moment, obviously the lights are on in this room. That'll be a lot clearer on the day. The speakers are set up here, sort of to the side of the stage, and there's also a shotgun mic which sits about here and points at the audience, giving me my audio feed of the audience and hopefully their laughter. Behind here, as you can see, we've got the camera on the stick, and that's obviously providing me the feed of the audience. The projector we're using is that one up there. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back in a week or two and I'll have finished writing the cues for the show and drawing up all of the media that needs to be inserted to create the clips and images and pictures and text that are going to appear on the screen with me. Hopefully that'll be exciting. Right, feel free to leave a comment on these videos, and I hope that you're getting a sense of what the show is going to be like. I know I am slowly getting a sense of what it's going to be like. And hopefully check back soon, because there'll be more videos to look at. So, thanks very much.